On the afternoon of Wednesday, June 28, 2023, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue crews were dispatched to a hotel conference center in Bethesda, Maryland, for the report of a patient experiencing chest pain. En route to the scene, the call was upgraded to a cardiac arrest. Upon arrival to the scene, Master Firefighter Paramedic Bellamy was led to a conference room where he found the police officer, Adam Haynes, performing chest compressions. Bystanders stated that the patient was preparing to speak at the conference when he suddenly slumped over in his chair. The bystanders were able to move the patient to the ground and recognized that the patient was not breathing and did not have a pulse. Officer Haynes was able to initiate CPR, utilize public access AED to administer one shock prior to the arrival of EMS. Master Firefighter Paramedic Bellamy quickly assessed the patient and determined the patient was still pulseless and apneic. As crews worked from Ambulance 706, Paramedic Engine 707 arrived on scene, and they worked together to initiate high-performance CPR, assist ventilations via bag valve mask, and place the patient onto the cardiac monitor. The patient's initial cardiac rhythm was VFib. The patient was defibrillated, and chest compressions were quickly resumed while vascular access was obtained. During the next pulse check, the patient was still in VFib, so a second defibrillation was administered. The patient converted to a supraventricular tachycardia with palpable pulses. Due to the patient's continued unstable condition, the decision was made to sync cardiovert the patient. After the first shock, the patient remained in SVT, and a second shock was administered. The patient converted to a normal sinus rhythm and began to spontaneously breathe on his own. The patient was administered ACLS medications, packaged, and transported to the hospital. Upon arrival to the Suburban, the patient was transferred to the emergency department staff. The staff quickly worked to stabilize the patient and transferred him to the ICU to be monitored. On June 30th, the patient received an implanted cardiac defibrillator. The chain of survival is integral in increasing the patient's chances of survival in the event of a sudden cardiac arrest. Thanks to the quick activation of 911, early bystander CPR, and defibrillation via public access AED, the knowledge, skills, and teamwork of the crews on scene, and the excellent care from Suburban Hospital, the patient was discharged to home July 4th, 2023. Thank you.